Hey guys, FOX19 First Alert Meteorologist Anna DuVall here with your forecast update at noon. So I hope everyone's doing well on this Monday morning. Had a nice easy commute to work even though you might have ran into some rain on the way. It's pretty dreary across our area right now. Lots of clouds blanketed over us right now, so we're not really seeing a lot of relief from those clouds and no sunshine right now. But we will start to see a little bit more. So this is a general overview of the U.S. with that satellite and radar. You have some storms out in the more central U.S. and over Missouri and Nebraska there, but we do have a lot more of those showers and storms up in our area. And also, if you're heading down to the beach, you have any plans, right now might not be the best time to do so. I'm going to take this full screen. They have a lot of storms going on right there in Florida and on the Gulf Shores. So we have Gulf Shores in Alabama. So that's my neck of the woods down there. But we definitely have some showers and storms moving across the entire U.S. right now. The West is kind of, they're not in part of that storm chance. Anyways, but if we take a little bit of a closer view on this, we can see the Cincinnati area. You can see the tri-state here. We have a few bigger storms right over in Indiana, close to Indianapolis there with those heavier pockets of rain. Some storms up closer to Dayton as well. But we can take a little bit of closer look, show everyone what we're looking at right now. So just a few storms are starting to pop up on the Kentucky side of the Ohio River there, and a few more are starting to scatter in from Indiana as well. So lots of rain chances are on the way today, and that'll just continue into Tuesday as well. So Monday we have that rain chance, very widespread. Most of us are going to see some rain today, little pockets here or there, maybe a bigger storm that moves through. Tuesday they're going to be more scattered in nature, but look at those rain chances. I know I was on here yesterday morning talking about how we might have some rain chances on our 4th of July. It's looking like we're staying dry though. So this is good. We're starting to trend a little bit drier on our Friday and Saturday, and that's going to be really good for us. I'm glad it's not going to wash out anybody's 4th of July plans. You can get outside, grill, light those fireworks, have a good time. So I'm really looking forward to that. But we do have some storm chance possibilities today. We're all in the 1 out of 5 severe weather risk today. We can zoom in on that and see that we have some strong thunderstorms that are possible today, but most of that is going to stay pretty much showers. It's going to be pretty isolated if those thunderstorms do happen. So we're going to take you through a future cast of what's going to go on throughout the day today. So this is at 1:30, so not that long from now, about an hour and a half. And you can see some heavier pockets of rain up in Wilmington near Lebanon, Hillsborough. So those will start moving through. The whole area is really seeing that cloud coverage stick around with us, as well as these little pockets of storms that are going to roll through. Very scattered here. If you can't tell, they're not quite to the widespread that I was suggesting in the last one yet, but here we're getting a little bit more widespread. You can see bigger and heavier pockets of storms there, those thunderstorms that are rolling through the area, and those will continue to track in that northeastward direction as they move on out. So this is 5 p.m. around that dinner time hour. We're going to still see those pockets of storms moving through. Like I said, a lot of us are going to see some sort of rainfall throughout the day today. So we've kind of had the rain move through this northeastern track here, been on the Kentucky side, but now we'll start to see a little bit more to our northern counties here around 9:30, and these storms will stay across the tri-state, even moving into the overnight hours. So through the night, you might hear a couple of rumbles of thunder, a few storms passing by. They should be very quick in nature. Now, Tuesday morning, if you're heading off to work, you're getting up early, we're going to see some storms. This one, that's cold front, starts to move into our area a little bit. So we have a lot more storms here that are pushing. They're looking to be pushing through, heavier pockets, rumbles of thunder. And then by our 8 a.m. mark, that cold front will have passed us. So then all of these storms are going to go right along with it as we move throughout our day on Tuesday. So these storms and showers should be out by around midday. So this is noon. we're still seeing these heavier pockets of storms. They're becoming more widespread as we look into Tuesday, but then they start developing into like a stronger line here around that 1:30 mark, and by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, that's when we start seeing all of that kind of shift out of our area and move its way on out of the way. But we will still have a couple lingering showers and storms by that 8 p.m. mark. Just overnight into the nighttime hours, you might see a couple more scattered storms, but then we're on the home stretch. We're clear for our Wednesday. So we've already seen a pretty good amount of rainfall, but for our additional rainfall, this is for, I pulled this for Wednesday, but this is all the rain that we could see from now until Wednesday. So Vanceburg at 1.3 inches, half an inch in Mount Orab, 0.1 inches in Cincinnati, as well as Harrison and in Florence. So like I said, these will be very quick in nature, little isolated storms that come through. A lot of us will see rainfall, but it's not going to be all that much. So we're going to be seeing some, but not really. And it's going to make us feel kind of better outside right now. It is noon, and we are mostly in those upper 70s to low 80s across the area. So it's feeling a lot better than we were a few days ago. Batesville at 81, Harrison 79, as well as Westchester, Mason, and Milford all sitting at 79 currently. So it's feeling pretty good out there, if I have to say so myself. I like the heat, so that feels pretty good. And today we are going to get up to 85. So it's definitely going to get warmer if you like those cooler temperatures. Now is the time to get out there before all these storms come into the area and we start heating up a little bit more. 85 degrees is our high. Southwest wind, so that'll help push these storms out of our area, but that is bringing in that humidity, that heat for us out of the south. Like I said, some strong PM storms tonight. The sun's not setting till 9 p.m., so those storms will continue to develop into those daytime hours and into night coming up. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like with our temperatures over the next couple of days, because we should keep going over the rain. I'm sure there's questions about all the rainfall that's going on right now. So let's go over what it's going to look like with our temperature. So this is at 1 p.m. today. Like I said, some scattered storms here, a couple pockets of heavier rainfall up in our more northern counties. And look at our temperatures as we head into 2 p.m. We're looking at those. A lot of places are pretty scattered here. So we got 90 degrees in Cincinnati, but Georgetown is going to be at 77. They have that pocket of rain there. That's going to bring them a little bit of relief. It's going to bring them humidity, but a little bit of temperature relief as well. Wilmington also at 78. They have that big pocket over them. So a lot of places that aren't seeing that rain aren't going to get that temperature relief until another round of storms comes in. Now, this is 4 p.m. So this is right when our peak heating is happening. So we do have some more pop-up storms. This is like prime time for pop-up showers and storms in the summertime. So that's why a lot of them are starting to pop up on here. But you can see those temperatures: 86 in Florence, 89 in Cincinnati, 83 in Wilmington, 84 in Hillsborough. So not terrible. We don't see many of those 90s on this chart, so it's feeling a little bit more tolerable as we get into the overnight hours. Like I said, sunset is at 9:08, so this is at 9 p.m. as we can see here. So this is right when that sun is setting. We're seeing a couple more showers and storms move through, not as many as we saw during that peak daylight hour. But we're sitting at pretty reasonable temperatures: 83 in Cincinnati, Connorsville at 79, 77 in Georgetown, 75 in Dry Ridge. So feeling pretty good across the area. We're in those mid 70s to low 80s. So that's a pretty good range of temperatures. By Tuesday at 8 a.m. when we're completely saturated in those storms across the area, like you can see here, most of us are seeing that rainfall for your early morning commute tomorrow. So if you're heading off to work, definitely add a couple more minutes to your drive. Make sure that you're leaving in enough time to make it there. People act a little foolish when they go out there and they start driving in the rain. They don't know what's going on anymore, but make sure you're keeping a couple feet of extra distance between you and other cars, and leaving a few minutes early so you can make it to work on time with those delays. So 77 in Lawrenceburg, you see a big swath of storms just completely covering this area. A lot of those heavier pockets down on the southern side of the Ohio River there, but overall, we're all seeing those pockets. You can see as they move out of our area, they get a little bit stronger. So let's hope that those don't get too strong over there, and they're not going to, trend a little bit stronger here. But if anything happens, obviously, you guys will know about it. But right now, we're not looking at super strong thunderstorms. There will be thunderstorms, and they will have heavy wind gusts along with them. But I don't think they're going to be issuing any alerts with these storms, but they will continue to push through the area into this later afternoon. Around that peak heating hour, they start to develop a little bit stronger to our east as those push out of our way. Now, we do see a couple more develop as we get into almost sunset, so 8 p.m., not quite the sunset hour yet, but we are seeing a few more showers. Most of those clouds are out of the way, though, so it'll start looking a lot better as we get into Wednesday. A lot prettier too. So over the next 7 days, these are our high temperatures. We start to trend a little bit more upward into those low 90s. So we're back to where we were in those low 90s with heat indexes feeling a lot higher, almost into the triple digits for this Saturday and Sunday. But this is going to feel better than it raining out your 4th of July. So I'm okay with the warmer temperatures as long as it doesn't rain out any of my events. So we're going to go through this little bit of a summer sizzle that we'll see once again. So Monday is going to be this time where we start to see those triple digit temperatures coming into it. So a week from today, this is what we're looking at. So 103 in Cincinnati, Nashville at 97, and Memphis at 102. So really, really warm across the area. You can see we're a little warmer than Dallas, Texas. So that is something I did not expect when I came to Ohio, that it would ever be warmer than the South there. So you can see that will continue into this really warm temperature trend on that Wednesday as well. So it's going to feel pretty warm as we get into next week, especially with those feels like it'll be 95 by that Thursday. So this is pretty far out. That was July 10th. So I was going to show you this temperature outlook so we can really see that even the Climate Prediction Center is saying that our temperatures are going to be above normal the next couple of the next week ahead. So this is July 8th through the 14th. So this is past our 7-day is when we look at this. So you can see we're in this orange color here. That's 2 ticks above normal. So we're not very much above normal because our normal's around 85, but it will be pretty well above normal. If you don't like the 90s, it's going to be hot. But the good news is for the next couple of days, once we get out of this rainy pattern today and a little bit of tomorrow for that first half of the day, we will start to get back into the comfortable range of humidity and mugginess. This is going to feel so much better than it has been. Like I said, we're on the cusp of this comfy range on this muggy meter here, but we do start to tick back up as we start getting those warmer temperatures come back into the forecast for a week from today. So we are going to start feeling a little bit better for that 4th of July. It starts to tick up just a little bit, which is unfortunate, but at least it won't be raining. Overnight tonight, we will see those storms, though. 72 degrees is our low temperature. We have some thunderstorms moving through the area, like I said. Sunrise is at 6:16 in the morning, so it'll be up bright and early for another long day ahead with those, with that sunset around 9 p.m. But if we go through the rest of the day tomorrow. So tomorrow we will have some more of those storms that we were talking about. I went through and showed you all of those storm chances, a big widespread rain chance as we move into the next couple days. So 83 is our high for tomorrow. Our normal is 85, like I said. So we'll be a little bit below our normal for this time of year, but not enough that it is going to feel any different. So it's going to feel right about average for us. 10 a.m. will be 76. We'll have way more sunshine moving into it. I don't think this is correct. Let me not show this because it is going to be raining. So let's go back and look at what it's going to look like so that we make sure everyone doesn't look at sunny skies for tomorrow, because tomorrow will not be a day with those sunny skies happening. So we're going to zoom forward. This is into the overnight of Tuesday. This is Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. An hour after sunrise, we start to see a big wave of storms and showers making its way into the metro of Cincinnati there. So that's when that cold front starts to pass over us here. And we'll just continue to see these storms into 8:30 in the morning. Like I said, if you're making any commute to work in the morning, going anywhere, travel plans, make sure you're adding an extra couple minutes to your drive and leaving a little bit earlier than you normally would, because there's definitely going to be some delays out there. People driving around and not realizing it's raining outside and not leaving a couple extra feet that you need to in front of you in that car. So really just make sure that you're taking the proper precautions in the morning on the way to work, because those storms will continue throughout your day. If you're taking a lunch break at any time, going out to lunch, we will continue to see these widespread showers and storms throughout the lunchtime hours. So it's definitely going to be rainy. You don't want to forget your umbrella or your rain jacket, because we'll just continue to see these scattered storms with heavier pockets here and there move throughout. So you can see this line of storms start to become a little more linear here, and a couple of pockets of heavier storms break off from this as it starts to move out of our area and down towards the southeast there. So it starts to follow where that cold front leads out, and then by Tuesday night, we should only have a couple more spotty showers and storms that pop up throughout the night on Tuesday. So these are going to be way less widespread as we move into the late night hours of Tuesday. So it's really just Tuesday during the daylight hours that we'll see these scattered storms, but there is a chance you might see a continued little pocket of these showers and storms moving through the area. They won't be as strong as they were during the daytime, but you might still see a couple. So we don't want to rule anything out there. Sorry, I was just checking to see if anybody had any questions about our rainfall coming in. Let's look at the next 7 days for us, though, so I can really show you what this is going to look like all together as a group. So the next 7 days, we are looking at Tuesday having those lingering storms throughout the morning, throughout the daylight hours, 83 degrees. Then we have comfortable conditions, sunshine, way less humidity. We love what Wednesday and Thursday are going to look like. The temperatures are increasing, but our humidity level stays low, so it's going to feel more like this actual temperature instead of it saying 85 and feel like 95. So this is going to feel a lot better, and we get some relief into the overnight. Our temperatures are going to drop significantly more than they were just last week. So this is going to feel a whole lot better into our overnight as well. So at the rest of the week ahead for our 4th of July, it's going to be warmer and humid out there, 88 degrees, but it'll start to tick up as we move into the weekend. We have some clouds that'll stay lingering with us for our Saturday and Sunday, but it's looking pretty warm out there. And like I said, this is when that humidity is going to start ticking up. Once again, those storms come back into the picture by next Monday. So we're looking pretty good for these next couple of days. If we can get there tomorrow, it's going to feel really good leading into our 4th of July. Just feel a little bit warmer by then. I'm going to let you guys look at this radar one more time so we can just see what's going on currently before we get off of this picture here. So we are seeing some more storms starting to pop up in the area. You can see a little heavier pocket down towards Brown County there, moving towards Hillsborough. But overall, these just scattered showers and storms, just brief downpours that are going to move through the area over in the next day or so, and then we'll continue to see those widespread storms into Tuesday. So we'll go back to the 7-day here so that I can leave it on the screen for you guys to look at for just a minute. Here we go. That's all for me. I'm going to leave this up for you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day and stay safe from these storms and wind gusts tonight.